before the festivities tonight. And it was funny you all felt the same way I did. Very humble, very nervous about being up here right now. And I appreciate the support that I got from a couple of you tonight. Thank you very much. I consider all of us that got inducted in the Hall of Fame together a unit, a team, and I'll always remember that. And that's something special that all of us can share, and a lot of people don't get to do that, and it's truly an honor. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Plymouth State University, faculty, and everybody that put this event on tonight. I didn't know all the particulars about the numbers as far as how many people have been inducted. Kim, I emailed the other day and told me that there was 140 people on the list, and you guys sit down and you pick just a few, and I'm honored that you thought that I belonged here, and thank you very much. I also would like to thank Kim Bounds. Kim, where are you? You've been on this since the beginning. You've done a wonderful job. This is a wonderful evening, wonderful group of people here tonight. You took time out of your personal life to do this for us. This is something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, and thank you very much. I want to thank all my friends and all my teammates and their wives and guests that came with me tonight. They all know how nervous I've been about this since I found out about it, and you all supported me, including my wife, who doesn't listen to me complain about anything or get stressed out about anything. She's actually let me vent about this for a few months, so thank you very much. I also want to thank all the other people that are here with the other inductees tonight. That tells me a lot about you and how much you appreciate these people, how much you care about them, and that's something special. So thank you very much for being here for them and for me as well. This is what it's all about to me, is bringing people together in sports more than anything, I think, in our world today. Do that. So thank you very much. I'm going to be really brief on this because I could be up here all night. In many ways, I'm a very lucky man to be up here. I had a love-hate relationship with this game from the very beginning. I struggled. Once I was getting out of college, I had to do a post-grad year. I took a scholarship to the University of Maine, had an opportunity to play right away, and I blew that. The old cliche, I had my head pretty far up my backside. As a matter of fact, I left Maine. I spent the whole year there. I left Maine, and I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't going back to school. I didn't even want to play football. I was home the first week, sitting on the couch, watching TV. My father ended up playing in a golf tournament with Mike Kemp, who was the coach up here at the time. And he must have filled him in on the situation, and Mike picked up the phone, and Mike called me. And I don't remember what Mike Kemp said to me that day, but I can tell you that whatever he said, he talked me into coming up here. And wherever Mike Kemp is today, I owe Mike Kemp a big thank you very much, because you turned my life around getting me to Plymouth State University. I also have a lot of other people to thank along the way. Coach Rourke, he took over for Mike Kemp, and I was devastated when I had just gotten settled in. I even struggled my first year up here, still wasn't sure if I wanted to play, still wasn't sure if I wanted to go to school. I kind of got things together towards the end of the year to come to find out that Coach Kemp was leaving. So I find out that this guy's coming in with this West Coast offense, and he likes to chuck the ball down the field. And, oh, Russ, you're not going to be getting as many carries anymore. And I said, the hell I'm not. So I had a personal vendetta against you from right from the beginning. I busted my butt that summer. There was no way we were going to turn into a passing team. And thank God we struggled with the West Coast offense at the beginning with all the language and everything. We had to run the football. And I hope that I made you happy and kept things going there, Coach. I also want to thank all my other coaches and teachers that I had along the way, the good ones and the bad ones. I think we get caught up in life. We're just looking at all the positive things in life. And really, as far as I'm concerned, you don't really learn a lot from the good things. You learn more from the bad things. And today I can stand here and tell you that as bad as those things were, and as much as I hated going through some of them, I can stand here today as a grown man and tell you that I'm glad that every single one of those things happened to me, because I turned out to be the guy I am today. I also want to thank my teammates, all my teammates, every guy that I ever played a sport with, specifically the guys at Plymouth State. This place was a godsend for me, and like I said, it turned my life around. And I hope I impacted all of you in a positive way, because all of you guys impacted me in a positive way. Specifically, the guys that I graduated with, they didn't just come here to play football and have a good time, but every single one of them was dedicated in the classroom, and they had their stuff together in the classroom. So I thank all my teammates. You know, my roommate Spalding, big troublemaker, but he was always doing what he was supposed to do in school, and that rubbed off on me. He doesn't know that to this day, but he's one of the guys that got me headed in the right direction. I appreciate that. When I left Plymouth, we tied for the conference that year, and we didn't get in. It was a tiebreaker with Western Connecticut, and since we tied in the conference, I figured we'd get an ECAC bowl game, so I thought we had one more game to go. My body was pretty beat up at the time. I had a lot of injuries that I had dealt with for a couple of years at the end of my career, and I was saving it all up for one more game, to find out on a Sunday after we played that Saturday that we were done. And I was absolutely devastated, and that ate away at me for a very long time, because I felt that I didn't get a chance to leave it all out on the field. It wasn't until years later that I took a coaching position at Salem High School in Salem, New Hampshire, and I coached the freshman football team there. And that helped me put some closure on things. Specifically, my first group of guys that came in, Jake Matthews, who's now captain here at Plymouth State, very proud of you, Jake. That group of guys, and Lily said something to me tonight. She said she coached, and she said she had to stop coaching because she wanted to win more than those guys did. Well, I had a group of guys that wanted to win just as much as I did. And we didn't have all the pieces put together at the freshman level, but I told those guys if they keep working hard, by the time they're seniors, they could be champions. And wouldn't you know it, when we got to our senior year, I got to be on the staff, and those guys won a state championship. Zebo, you know all about that. I got to coach against Zebo, game-winning touchdown at the end of the game, one of the nicest throws and catches I've ever seen. But that put some great closure on this game for me. It was more rewarding watching those guys that worked so hard and win a championship, and to be a part of that was great. I also want to thank all my family. You saw some of the pictures up on the screen. My family, I think, liked football more than I did. I mean, I used to have to walk out of the room sometimes because they just wouldn't stop talking about it. Well, what if you guys did this Sunday game, and what if you did that, and why didn't you throw the ball, and why didn't you do this? I don't know, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But they were so supportive. They were up at the games all the time, every weekend. They still talk to me about it to this day. Like, let it go. You know? I don't know if my father remembers this. But it was probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I was visiting him down in Florida, and he was golfing, and we had to pair up with another twosome. And so he introduces me to the people, and he says, "Oh, this is my son, Russ, is running back up at Plymouth State College." And I'm sitting there, and I'm going, "Oh my God." These people don't even know what Plymouth State College is down here, nor do they care. So we got in the golf cart, and I said, "Dad, can I just be Russ?" Remember that? I said, "I just want to be Russ." And speaking of Mom and Dad, I can't say enough about everything that you guys ever did for me. I put you through hell and back, and no matter what, you guys stuck by my side. You always supported me, and I still know to this day that no matter what, you guys will always be there for me. That's what unconditional love is, and I'll never forget that. And I hope that I can be as supportive and as loving to my children as you guys have been to me. And I appreciate everything that you guys ever did for me. Words can't even describe how much I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Football, for guys that have played it, I know some of the people in this room haven't played it, and we see a lot of stuff on TV today about maybe a lot of the misconceptions about the game. Some of it's true, some of it isn't true. But the bottom line is it's every man's decision to play the game. You know what you're getting yourself into when you decide to play football. And all I can tell people is that it was the ultimate thrill of my life. And I know what some of the women are thinking right now. What about getting married and having kids? Yes, but that's different. I've had that conversation with my wife. It's a wonderful experience. It's the only time as a man that I will ever be able to test my will against another man and smash somebody in the face and not get into any trouble for it. And with that being said, again, I want to thank everybody that was here with me tonight supporting me, all my friends, my wife that have been listening to me. I didn't sleep all week. Thank you for your support. Again, thank you very much, Plymouth State University, and congratulations to all the other inductees. I'm honored to be inducted in with you tonight. Thank you very much.